You know what? The one voice we love to hear from, and it's been a while, it's been too long. Our dear friend, Michelle Phillips. She is back with us, the beauty guru. We were talking with her a little bit. I caught her on national television last night. She was on the list. Michelle is all over the place, and we're excited she's got some time for us today.
I think that's why we haven't talked with her in a while, because she's
there you go.
Well, let's bring in Michelle Phillips now, and let's hear, would she rather give up TV or social media, Miss Social Media Queen?
Yes.
Exactly. That's how I make my living on social media, right? But I think TV, I would give up.
You would give up TV?
Yeah. You know what's so funny?
TV show watcher? Like, do you watch a lot of series or movies or anything?
We love The Voice and Songland and musical stuff. But it's interesting, when I raised with my kids were young, we very rarely had the TV on. And I think because I worked in news for so many years, for 16 years, that I would leave the TV station feeling like I needed to kind of detox from all of the news stories and stuff that was going on. And so I just kind of always had the kids reading or music and stuff. And now my kids are fully, grown up, 21, 25, and 26, and they don't have television. They get all their news on social, and then they do watch like Netflix and stuff, but it's interesting.
Those millennials.
And so I'm like, oh my God, but honestly, I do like TV more now because, now that I have more time on my hands, but I find I get a lot of information on social media too. So I love to be connected to my friends and family. So I think I'd keep social.
Oh, are you getting zoomed out, Michelle?
Am I what?
Are you getting zoomed out yet? Because I feel like a lot, because everything is social media related right now and everyone's Zoom calling.
Yeah.
Is it kind of getting to you a little bit? Or you look fabulous. You look
Thank you. I know. It's funny. I give you guys a lot of credit because I did my first Zoom TV interview with you all about 6 weeks ago. And ever since then, I've been on national television and stations across the country doing interviews.
We'll take the credit. We'll take the credit. You can send the commission our way.
My husband's had to move his office further away so that everything's quiet, and it's funny. We've got to please do not knock on the door sign, because of UPS or whatever's going on outside. Because we live in a 2-bedroom condo now. We downsized and moved the Gulf of Mexico.
Wow.
So it's been fun. It's nice not to have to get up and go anywhere, but I miss you guys. I miss seeing you and hanging out, and it was so much fun just before the show started. We got to catch up a little bit. You guys are like my family. I'm like, I love being, hanging out and getting caught up and sharing what's going on with our families and stuff.
Well, that's what we're doing on social networking, or in our case, TV. I'm watching you on TV, but you're always giving good tips. And that's our conversation when we see you. It's like, okay, Michelle, have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? I mean, it's like cram as much as we can into a short amount of time. And I know today, though, is no different because you want to share with our viewers some things that people can do maybe at home to kind of keep up their old beauty regimen, right?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been reaching out to me saying, help, I have stressed out skin. And, because, what's going on in our world right now. And a lot of us our diets are out of whack. Our stress levels are going up and down, which when we have a lot of stress in our lives, it can wreak havoc on our body internally, which I teach a lot about health and nutrition too on social media and in my programs. And so, but what happens is everything that's going on inside of you internally starts to show up externally on our skin. So I've been sharing some tips about really how to give yourself a facial at home. And it's not necessarily, it can be a way to pamper yourself and relax and chill out, but it's really something that I incorporate weekly into my beauty regime because you really want to think about your skin's health. So I start off sharing with people that a most important thing with good skin is a good cleanser. And I cannot stress enough how important it is to use a gentle cleanser on your face, no matter what your skin type is. I think a lot of people who may have oily skin or who wear more makeup or which we're not wearing a lot of makeup right now. I'm sure many people aren't, but they feel like they have to really get their skin squeaky clean. And by doing that, you strip your skin of its natural oils too, and then you can create more issues with your skin. So that's tip number one. I like to use either like a creamy, if you like a foaming cleanser, you can use something like that. Or if you have a little bit more, like you want to use like a makeup melt first, which there's a lot of oil cleansers to help remove the makeup, but it's not oily on your skin. Those things really help clear the dirt and impurities to get started in a facial. So that's step one.
You know what's interesting, Michelle, is that kind of brought me back to right after I had Wesley, my latest, like, so I'm on maternity leave, and I literally, because of my hormone changes and everything, and I'm like, what's happening with my skin? And you were like, and you sent me some things. And that was the first thing you said, where you were like, don't overdo it. Don't over cleanse. Make sure you're not doing anything over to it. And I've still used, keeping it simple.
Yeah. And that's what that actually is like the number one thing I have people ask me who have breakouts or who have, like, even my husband, he's, 56 years old, and he's like, what's going on with my skin? I'm breaking out. Well, he's got a lot of stress at work, or hormones for, like you, Carly, after you have a baby, your hormones are, completely out of whack and trying to find a balance again. And then, as we get older, our hormones change and shift. So what people typically do is go get products that are for acne and breakouts. And I found with teenagers that had acne, when I put them on a more gentle cleanser, their skin started to respond better than the extreme astringence of the acne cleansers. So sometimes, though, you can incorporate things like salicylic acid in the cleanser. It sounds really harsh, but that's not in this cleanser, but there are cleansers that do have that. So if you have a lot of acne, maybe use the salicylic acid a cleanser that has that ingredient in it a couple times a week to just make sure you're really cleaning your skin. And then step two, this is really important too, is exfoliation. And I show this because I don't know if you guys can see very well. These are very small granule spears, like spheres, is that the way you say it, that I use to exfoliate my skin. And the reason I share this is not only is exfoliation important, and I'm going to show you here on my hand, to remove the, excuse me, the dead skin cells from the surface of your skin, because when you do that, you actually remove the dead skin that could be blocking the treatments or moisturizers that you're putting on your face. So if you really want to improve your skin tone, texture, increase collagen building, as well as have a healthy glow to your skin, you want to make sure you exfoliate a couple times a week, but you want to make sure you have a gentle exfoliant. Again, gentle, like see how you don't see any big chunks of exfoliant, you know what I'm talking about, those scrubs people buy. Those things can actually damage your skin. They can be abrasive and create all kinds of issues. So you do not want to do that, but you definitely want to exfoliate a couple times a week. And so that once you put on your treatments, they actually are more effective and your skin looks healthier and it has a really pretty glow. Because when you have the dead skin sitting there, it doesn't look so hot.
Yeah. People talk about wanting the glow. I think that's the ultimate, like that's how you get that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're, you can go out and spend tons of money on products, but if your dead skin is just sitting there on the top of your face, then your products aren't going to work as well. And think about this. As we age, our exfoliation process slows down. So the older we get, the slower our exfoliation process. So you think about, when we're getting into our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up, it's getting slower and slower and slower. So it's really important that we help speed that up, not by going crazy, again, gentle, but a couple times a week. Because if you do it too much, then you overexpose your skin and then you can have issues. So everything is in moderation that I'm sharing here. But when you help speed up that process, you are actually helping to build collagen in your skin, because when you gently exfoliate, your skin's saying, oh, I need to come in, repair, and that's when the collagen naturally starts to build. And then
I can't tell though, Michelle, if it's like makeup or if it's like dead skin, right? Like I think that's why we sometimes
wear so much heavy makeup.
Yeah. So if you wear a lot of makeup, which, you know, that's when I use a makeup melt first. This makeup melt, you know, you can actually use it and then it'll rinse off, and they say that's enough. But I usually, like with us, with the TV makeup, or if you like to wear heavier makeup, you know, follow it up with a gentle cleanser. And then I use like a little bit of a toner, like witch hazel is really soft on the skin. And then, you know, just exfoliate a couple times a week in the shower. But if you're also, you know, you can think about exfoliants that are in your products, such as alpha hydroxy acids, retinols. Those are all ingredients that are naturally exfoliating your skin every day when you apply it. So like if you have a serum, you know, I love serums. Serums are what I use as my treatment. So after I exfoliate, I either do a serum, or maybe once a week, I do like a moisturizing mask or a detoxifying mask, depending on what your needs are. But if you really want to boost your exfoliation process during the week, you know, incorporate some either a serum or moisturizer for nighttime that has a retinol in it, or has alpha hydroxy acids that are natural citric acids that actually speed up the exfoliation process of your skin. And once you do that, you will find that sometimes in the morning you wake up and your skin's a little flaky.
Yeah.
You know, I don't suggest doing the exfoliator every day. If you find that you have a little flaky skin, what I do is I just gently take a soft washcloth to wash my face in the morning, just to kind of shed some of that flaky skin that you can get, because you're adding that extra boost of exfoliant to your skin during the day, you know, at night.
Whatever you're doing, it looks good.
Right?
You have ring lights, Michelle, because the lighting on yours looks really good too. I have a little lighting. And Natalie always talks about shelf envy. And
lighting envy?
Yeah, I have a little bit of lighting.
You have the circle, don't you?
I have two big softbox lights up here that I've had it for several years, because I shoot videos for, you know, for companies all the time, and you know, do a lot of work. I actually work with other companies that sometimes want to create videos for their website. So I would take my stuff and my professional camera out there and help them and produce videos for them. I wasn't even in them. So I had these lights. I was like,
you're putting in the work.
And then I put up this picture, and then I have this little table I put behind me. And that was one video that I actually did in San Francisco or something, where they asked me to teach how to do a Zoom call and make it look pretty, because a lot of times I see people.
I have a lamp here that I'm
ceiling.
There you, Carly, just hold it like that.
Or a desk light. This, like, can you see this? This is good too. Something like that where you can point it at you.
You never know where our conversations are going to go on Facebook Live. I think this is a great example of that.
That's so funny. We should do one just showing behind the scenes what everything looks like. People love that. Yeah. They think we have glamorous jobs. It's like, no.
I always say smoke and mirrors.
You have a big mic.
Hey, I had Tinsley's karaoke mic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here.
It does never know.
Sound? I love it.
All right.
Michelle, yes.
Wrap it up. We love you, Michelle.
Love you guys too. I miss you, and I hope to see you again soon.
And I know people can follow you on social media. You're always asking these questions or answering.
Yeah, Michelle Phillips Beauty. And starting Monday, I have a program, 30 Days Reset to Radiance, where I'm taking people through resetting their health, their mindset, as well as their beauty. So
a lot of people, I think, are having to do that anyways, right? It's just a new way of life that we're entering, and what a great time to focus on that. I love it.
Yeah, so you can just go to michellephillips.com and you can find out all the info there. So thanks, you guys.
Good stuff, Michelle. See, she's still on social networking because she'd rather, keep that, give up TV. Back to our question of the day, right? She'll keep the social networking. Me, I'd say sayonara. Give me my TV.
All right. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us today. today. And we, of course, will see you on air tomorrow, 10 a.m. On ABC. So we hope you join us then.
Have a great day.